Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at home and properly utilizing your time. Today in our class, we are going to discuss about dictionary. Python offers us a variety of collections like string, tuple, dictionary, and lists. So in our class today we will discuss about dictionary. Dictionary is a collection. Collection means when we have more than one element under the same name, under a one name, then it is called a collection. So first of all we will see the definition of dictionary. Dictionary are mutable, unordered collection with the elements in the form of key value pairs that associate keys to values. So it is a collection which is mutable. Mutable means we can change the elements of the dictionary at any time. Unordered means that the values can have references to any key. Keys not need to be in form of a sequence. So it is a collection of key value pairs. So now we will see how we can create a dictionary. Students, we can understand dictionary with a real life example. We can compare our this dictionary, means our Python dictionary, with our English dictionary. In our English dictionary we have words and their meanings. Here the Python keys are equivalent to our words in English dictionary, and here values are equivalent to the meanings of the words in the English dictionary. So now we will see how we can create a dictionary. Here is a syntax. First of all we will give the name of the dictionary, after that equal to sign, curly bracket start, and here we will write the elements in a key value pair. First we will write the key, after that colon sign, and then we will write the value. Each key value pair will be separated by commas. So we will write comma in between the key value pair. In the list we assess the elements with the help of the index, but in case of dictionary we will assess the value with the help of keys. Here is an example of a dictionary. The name of the dictionary is teachers. There is our first key Baljit, after colon this is the value of this key. Value of this key is CS, computer science. After that we have comma. This is our second key and this is the value of the second key. In this way we can write many key value pairs in dictionary. One thing which should be kept in mind is that the keys of the dictionary should be of the type immutable. Means the keys, this one, the keys should be of the type immutable. Means we can use here string, number and tuple can be used as keys because these three are of type immutable. The value can be of any type. There is no restriction, but the keys should be of the type immutable. Assessing elements of a dictionary. In list we make the use of the index to assess the elements, but in case of dictionary we will use keys to assess their values. So here is the syntax to assess the elements. We will write the name of the dictionary and in the square bracket we will write the key. So in this way we can get the value of this key value. We can get the value of value under this key. For example, in our previous example we have created a dictionary teachers, and here we want to assess the value of this key Baljit. So we will write teachers and key, and here is our output. This is our value under this key. We can also assess the values with the help of the print statement. So here in the print statement I have written Baljit teaches. So these two words are under the double quotes. So it will get printed as it is, and here we will get the value of this key. So our output will be Baljit teaches colon, and from this syntax we will get the value of this key, which is CS. So in this way we can assess our values of the keys with the help of print statement. We also said that the dictionary is a unordered collection. Now we will see what is the reason behind this. Here we have a dictionary having elements or as a key value pair, vowel 1A, vowel 2E. So here we have 5 vowels. When we will print this dictionary, we will get the result as vowel 5 is equal to U, vowel 4 is equal to O. We can see that the output is not in the same order as it was in the input. It means this is our unordered list because the dictionary does not maintain the sequence. So here is a different sequence. Our first element was vowel 1 is equal to A, but in our output we are getting a different value at a first place. Therefore dictionary is called a unordered collection. So we can print the dictionary just by writing the name of the dictionary, or we can write the name of the dictionary under the print statement. Now if we try to print the value of the key which is not present in the dictionary, then this statement will generate an error and will say that the key does not exist, because here we have the keys as vowel 1, 2 up to vowel 5, and we are trying to print the value of the key vowel 6. So it will generate an error. Traversing a dictionary. Traversing means assessing and processing each of the element of the dictionary. So here we have the syntax. To traverse the dictionary, we will make the use of for loop. So here we have for item in dictionary, and here we will write the instruction to process the elements of the dictionary. So this may contain a number of instructions to process the elements of the dictionary. And here we have the example. Suppose here is a dictionary D having only 3 key value pairs, vowel 1A, vowel 2E and vowel 3I. And here we have written the for loop for item in D. It means this item will take the different keys, vowel 1, vowel 2, vowel 3, but not in the same order. It can take the value vowel 2 first and then vowel 3 and then vowel 1. Means it will take the values not in the same order as it is written in the dictionary. So here we have the statement to process these elements. Print item, comma, colon in the double quotes, and D item. So we will see first of all the for loop. When the for loop will execute for the first time, the item will take the key vowel 2. It can take any key. What we are considering here, first of all the item has taken the key as vowel 2. So here in print statement we will have vowel 2 colon D vowel 2. Vowel 2 will get printed as it is. After that colon D vowel 2. So it will assess the value under the key vowel 2. Vowel 2 colon D vowel 2. It will get printed as it is vowel 2, and here we will get the value under this key vowel 2, which is E. When the second time the loop will execute, it will take the key as vowel 3. So we will get as vowel 3, and value under vowel 3 is I. And for the third time, the loop will execute and the item will take the key vowel 1. So in this way, with the help of the for loop, we can assess and process each and every element of the dictionary. Now we will see how we can assess the keys and values simultaneously. It means we want to print the keys of the dictionary in one go. So to assess all the keys of the dictionary, we will write name of the dictionary dot keys and blank parenthesis. So in this way we can assess all the keys of the dictionary in one go. So these are D was the dictionary in our previous example. So here we will get the keys of the dictionary D. In our previous example, the keys were vowel 3, vowel 2 and vowel 1. So it is a complete list of the keys in the dictionary D. In the same way, we can assess all the values of the dictionary in one go. We will write D dot values and then black parenthesis. So here we have a list of all the values of the dictionary. So we can convert these sequences into a form of list with the help of this list method. So we will write list D dot key. D dot key have the output as this one. So this output we will get in the form of a list. We know that list start and end with a square bracket. So here we are getting a list of keys. Now we will see what are the characteristics of the dictionary. First one is unordered. As we already discussed that the dictionary does not maintain the order of the elements. Therefore, the dictionary is a unordered collection. It is not a sequence because order is not maintained, so it is not a sequence. Third, in the dictionary, the elements are indexed by keys. As in case of list, the elements are maintained with the help of indexes, which are numbers, start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But in case of dictionaries, the elements are indexed with the help of keys. Keys should be unique. For example, when we write a dictionary, its key should be unique. No two key should have the same value. Key should be different. However, the values under the key can be same, but keys should be unique. And the last feature is mutable. Mutable means modifiable. We can change the value under a key at any time. So this was all about the dictionary. Next we will see in the next video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.